Welcome to Harambe's Bauble, a Magic the Gathering podcast. This is episode number 12. I'm Will. I'm here with my man DC. How's it going, man? Are you getting ready for your 12 days of Packmas that are coming up?
Yeah, I'm pretty eager for that. I still got to figure out a couple of the days what I'm going to do for it, but I'm going to convention, GalaxyCon Columbus this weekend, so I should be able to get a couple packs from there that I can supplement for my days. I want to get some like random old packs, something you don't really see a ton of.
Just go drop 250 on a Urza Saga pack or something.
Not that random, more like I was thinking Core Set 2020 or something like that, where it's just a few years old and not super expensive.
God, yeah, no, don't spend 250 for an Urza Saga, please.
What
No, that would be cool.
I forget. So Urza Saga, the big things are like the Cradle of Gaia and stuff like that, right? The land, and then like I forget. I
I
forget what all the
think
hits are.
so. Yeah, I don't remember all of them either. I just remember we were at, Gaia's Cradle's one of
Gaia's
them.
Cradle,
I just
yeah.
remember went to Monster Games a couple weeks back and they had them there for 250.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like at this point, if there's any of those packs still floating around, like with all the different methods of like weighing it or, all the different methods of scanning with different light to detect foil, you think, I don't know, you think your chances of it actually getting return on that 250 are pretty slim.
Well, how much is Gaia's Cradle? What is it, like 500? Close to 500?
It's like $1,000 market price. So, I mean, if you get lucky and you hit it, then, great.
But yeah, I mean, it seems silly. Just if you really want it that bad, just drop the $1,000 at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. Or proxy, people. Proxy.
Yeah.
It's always an option.
Proxying is always an option. Our table has no issues with it. For my personal, just not, I wouldn't say well-being, but just for my mental state, I like having the cards themselves. Knowing that they're a proxy when they're in my collection kind of ruins it for me a little bit because I don't know, I'm a big collector, so I like having the physical cards, the actual cards.
No, I'm with you. There is I think for me, there's just like a price threshold where once it's beyond that, then I'm kind of like the dual lands. Like I'm never,
Yeah.
if I ever have enough money to own the dual lands, I hope that I don't waste them on the dual lands because, but like, so having a proxy of those, I feel a little bit less different about maybe like a proxy of like a $10 card or $15 card or something like that.
Be honest with yourself. You'd be like that one influencer. I can't think of that guy's name. Him and this other influencer, they have their two main commander decks that they try to trick out to the maximum, where they have like crazy stuff in them, like test cards and signed by the artists and all this stuff. Well, you do that too. Be honest with yourself. You'd trick out Tifa.
I mean, yeah, I guess if I reached a certain level of wealth, I'd have a blinged out deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Surge Foil Tifa and all that. Yeah. You would do that.
Signed by all the like Tifa voice actors and everything.
Yeah. Even like the Spanish ones, the German ones, all of them.
Yeah. That'd be something.
Yeah.
That would be something.
I'd trick out Brea. I would.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I probably would do Omnith.
Yeah. Oh, would you over Tifa?
I think so. Just because it's 5 colors, so there's like some more opportunity for diving off the deep end. Yeah.
Fair enough. You came over a couple days ago. What was it? No, yesterday, I guess. Yesterday. Man,
yesterday.
Time is weird, isn't it? It was me, you, and Sam who played. Got in some good games. Yeah. I kept spinning the wheel. I've been doing that now, where I'll spin the wheel to see the wheel randomizer to see what deck I play, because I realize I have 12 decks now. So I often struggle figuring out what I want to play, so I just let fate decide.
Yeah, I did like that. I thought that was a cool idea. You need to get one of those like Wheel of Fortune style with the tickers that you like,
Yeah,
and it
it's like dry erase, so I can
like
change
a
it if
little
I
mini
need to
one.
or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
yeah,
I should do
that'd be
that.
cool. But that was a pretty cool system for sure. Conveniently wanting to now keep score of who's winning and losing after I have a 0-win night, but that's okay.
So
We'll bounce back. We'll bounce back.
I did decide to do that, and it's like made me mentally go off the deep end and like what all do I want to do with this? So I want to make like a website for that is restricted access to just us, like a intranet site or something like that, of like a full database where you could enter in a deck and or a commander and see what the win percentage of that commander is amongst all players and who's won with them the most. I don't know. I thought of all these possibilities. Right now it's just a spreadsheet, and it will probably stay that way because that's probably all I have time to do ever. But it is I have all of our normal players on there and some of their decks. I have all mine on there, which I haven't played all of them yet, but yeah, I'm keeping tracks of wins and losses per player per deck, and then keeping an overall win percentage for the player. So I don't know. I just and not exactly an incentive to win more. Just I don't know, just for funsies. I think it's fun to keep track, and so people
Yeah,
can tell like how good their decks are actually doing, if they need to upgrade them, or if they're doing too well and they need to maybe not play it as often. So stuff like that.
for sure. Yeah, even just like trying to recount the night, it's nice, I think, because a lot of times we struggle with like how many games did we get in and like who played what. And
Yeah.
so I think it's a good idea for sure.
Yeah, I'm not doing it by day yet. I'm just doing it literally by total wins and losses and stuff like that. I think breaking it up by day, I mean, that'd be so much data. I would have to build a database for that. Not going to do that right now.
Well, in 2027, we can look back on the 2026 reign of Tifa and have a lot of statistics to back it up. So I'm excited for it.
Tifa had an unfortunate matchup with my Angels deck. You were about to win, and
Yeah,
I had a ton of
I
single
was.
removal in my hand at all times. Um, just got
Kill
really.
me, this man says. Kill me. So I graciously was going to oblige.
Well, that was
And
during
then,
Gwen,
nope.
and I countered Super State, but I still lost, so it didn't matter. But no, Angels. My Angels deck has gotten pretty good. I'm pretty proud of my Angels deck. It's hard to deal
It is
with.
good. It is. I mean, having a deck of all flyers is very challenging,
It is.
especially when you're running a deck that has almost zero flyers, or
Yeah.
actually zero flyers and like one or two reachers.
And how much removal
So
I
it's a,
have, and both mass
yeah,
and targeted, and protection for my
the life
Angels,
gain.
life gain. It's pretty balanced. Pretty balanced deck. It's a lot of fun to play.
She is a very strong commander
Miku, baby,
for
Gyata,
sure.
unless in
Yeah.
case you're not nasty like me. Nasty boys.
There's
Yeah,
some good games though.
it was fun. It was a lot of
Good
fun.
games.
Sam brought his Blind Seer deck and got a win with that. He
Yeah.
also won one with Tivit.
The Blind Seer deck is really cool. Like that's a very changing the color of spells to like cause a bunch of shenanigans is very unique and
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah, he's like changing the words on his cards with certain cards like on the stack to like instead of targeting green, it targets whatever color you're running. So he had that nasty combo where he didn't let you cast green creature spells.
Yeah. Yeah, which was very unfortunate in a
Hmm.
deck that literally only has green creatures.
And
I
you could
have zero,
not get
like,
removal for to save your life.
yeah. No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a gnarly combo for sure.
He tried
Playing a
that with
mono-colored
me.
deck, you can't play that color.
Right.
Yeah, you had a counter spell or something, didn't you?
No, so I was playing Angels and I exiled the creature he was targeting that said greens that changed green to white. And so while it was on the stack,
That's
it
right.
exiled, so he had nothing to target.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
I was a little less fortunate on that one for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I can't. If you had, the worst part was you had just used your Beast Within like the turn before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Well, because he had that one card, some enchantment that was like anytime someone casts a green spell, draw a card. And
Mm-hmm.
that's all I'm doing is playing green spells. So it was just like
Yep.
got out of hand.
It did. It's a
But
fun deck though.
yeah, it
That
was cool though.
he's always got
Good
unique
games.
decks. Love playing against this stuff. And then the last game, Dragons actually kind of popped off. It was close, but I pulled it out at the end. Eshki, man,
Yeah.
she gets beastly.
Yeah, because he had that one enchantment, No Mercy or whatever, where whenever a creature deals damage to him, you destroy it. So I couldn't play any non-creature spells with Vivi.
Yeah,
Otherwise, Vivi was going to die. So I was just shut down for like 5 turns in a row.
yeah. One of the rare
Yeah,
cards that doesn't
not a
say
good shot.
combat damage. It doesn't specify combat damage. It just says damage. So,
Yeah,
oof.
crazy. That was a hard lesson to learn.
Old cards, man, they be popping off. I swear.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we've had a busy couple of weeks diving into the Avatar set. I know you got your Commander bundle. I got
Yeah.
my pre-release. Do you want to talk about your Commander bundle at all? Some of the goodies that you got?
I will spoil one of the things because it is part of my 12 days of Packmas. I did pre-record that because I was too eager to open it to keep it for the 12 days of Packmas. So I did spread out some of those packs in that bundle for the 12 days of Packmas, but I opened up a Fierce Guardianship as one of my 2 included commander spells. Very, very happy with that one. That's the hit, honestly, out of those. So,
And you got an Enlightened Tutor, you said, right?
and I got an Enlightened Tutor. That's right. So another one of the
Yeah.
big hits. Both are gonna go in
Sorry, I
Brea.
wasn't
No, you're good.
sure if that was spoilable or not,
It's
but
fine. It's fine. Both of those are gonna go in Brea for sure. So that's
yeah.
gonna be no fun for anyone except me. Cry about it, you babies.
Fierce Guardianship, that's the counter spell,
Yeah,
right? That
it's
you don't pay for if you have a commander.
counter target non-creature spell, I believe. It's like it's negate
Okay.
essentially, but
Gotcha.
you get it for free if you
Well,
control your commander.
you didn't get Gamble, so I'm happy for you. I'm
After we talked so much about, I'm like, I watched me get Gamble, and thank God I didn't.
Yeah.
Arguably, 2 of the better ones that you could pull, maybe 2 of the best.
Yeah.
Out of the groups. So very happy with that.
I mean, those 2 cards alone, you basically
Paid for
that's
it.
like 2/3, 3/4 of the price of it. Yeah.
Yeah, basically paid for it. And I had some other hits that
Not
definitely
bad.
paid for it out of the packs. So yeah, get ready for that.
Nice. Yeah, I did not get as lucky with the pre-release kit. No real crazy bangers. I did get some good just like utility cards that I threw in a couple of my decks, but I don't know. Overall, I thought this set was a lot of fun to draft, and I really hope that we get to draft this with a larger group because I think you'll enjoy it too. I mean, it was just a great set. I was very skeptical about water bending and fire bending, and I've been very vocal, especially about fire bending. But when I actually got to see some of the cards, it was just you could see how it could all come together, and I gained a lot more respect for it for sure. And just to see how powerful earthbending is, because
Mm-hmm.
earthbending is insane.
Yep.
And I don't think Toph is coming down in price anytime soon, unfortunately.
I don't
Because,
think a lot of these cards will, to be honest. It's
yeah,
just a very powerful set. This set is more powerful than I thought it was going to be. Even when I said, "Hey, this set might actually be really good," I didn't think it would be this good. I mean, you've got with Wan Shi
yeah,
Tong and the Badger guy. I can't think of his name. The 2-drop that where you tap to add mana,
mhm,
it taps for double that amount or whatever. That those 2
yeah. Badger
cards,
Mole Cub,
yeah,
so good.
those 2 cards are busted in every format, just beyond belief. And then stuff that we talked about keeps climbing in price, like that we previewed on our show. Uh, Redirect Lightning, it keeps going up. Um, Avatar or the Appa keeps going up. Fierce Guardian.
Hmm.
They all like almost every card we talked about just keeps going up in price. Usually you see a drop off once people open stuff. You're seeing honestly the opposite.
Hmm.
It's wild.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this a little bit today too, where I feel like some of these prices, like, don't get me wrong, some of these cards are very good cards and they deserve to be more expensive than a lot of cards that exist. But I do think that there's like an overinflation, I think largely just because of the IP, like because this is Avatar, because it's universes beyond and there's not going to be a lot of supply and people are in love with this set because like I mean, Wan Shi Tong, I think it's an amazing card. Like it's a very good card. Is it a $70 card though? Like if it was printed with some other name not related to anything mainstream, if it was like a Magic Lore, would it really be a $70 card? I don't know if it would really be a $70 card. I mean, maybe 50, maybe for sure 40, I would say. But so I don't know. There's a lot of weird, and it's kind of like Final Fantasy where there's a lot of cards that are not very expensive, but then the cards that are expensive are really expensive.
So counterpoint a little bit to
So
that, I do think Avatar is a very popular IP, and that's the reason that they got the rights for it. But with cards like Wan Shi Tong, I think the big problem is just supply. It is a very like it's a mythic, yes, but people are not hitting it in like the. It's very much a chase card. I see nearly no one open up a Wan Shi Tong in their opening videos. So I think it's just not being printed very much. I think that's the main thing. Is that an R&D issue? Because we were about to talk about that here in a minute. Maybe. It's very
yeah,
possible. The early reports that I've seen actually are not. They might have over printed Avatar. Apparently, card shops are not selling as much as they thought they were going to sell, and I think what is happening is a big market shift because the sneakerheads and Pokemon heads came in for Final Fantasy because they saw people going crazy for it and they bought up the whole market for resale. That's starting to die down a little bit. You know, it went collector booster boxes are now $1,000 as opposed to like 1,500 or more for Final Fantasy. With Spider Man, they thought they could ride that wave into Spider Man, and Spider Man was a dud set. Overall, it was a dud set. I mean, I loved it, but it's still, I mean, call a spade a spade. It was a dud set. And you're seeing collector booster boxes go from $1,000 or more during pre-release to back down to closer to close, still not MSRP, but closer to MSRP slash retail. And then with Avatar, I think people didn't want to get burned again by buying a bunch of stock like they did with Spider-Man, and they're not seeing the sales like that they thought that they would because of that. And maybe I'm hoping it's a big market shift and a market reset. There's a lot of burnout. We talked about Magic burnout a lot in the last few episodes or prior episodes about how that there's just like a
yeah,
lot of burnout with all the previews and all the secret layers, and good lord, it just never ends. And I just think they're oversaturating things, and we're starting to get a market reset, which is great for actual players. Let's be honest. This is good. This is a good thing.
yeah. It's just going to take time though to get a balance. I guess ultimately what I was trying to say is that a lot of the cards that are really expensive right now, while they are good, are definitely overinflated
Yeah,
in how expensive they are.
I'd agree with that. Yep.
So
And it will go down over time.
we'll
Some of
see.
those for sure. I just meant overall, like some of the like the more mid tier cards or whatever. I think maybe those are going to stay where they are just because they're really good cards, like Redirect Lightning. I mean, that card, it's only a rare, but man, it's just so useful. It's just exactly what you want in those colors and for every format, like I said. So I think you'll see cards like that
Yeah.
continue to stay in that price range and maybe even go up a couple dollars here and there depending on how standard goes. Because standard is still trying to make its way into the meta right now with the Vivi banning. So we'll see how all that goes.
Yeah, more to come. A lot of volatility in some of these cards. That's
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Which is a great segue into One of our WotC, another great WotC oversight. Maybe this will be, we'll have some Harambe themed name related to WotC oversight for the next one. But
Yeah, maybe.
this is insane. Yeah. So, I mean, this has been going around a lot of the social media influencers and everything. So, Earthbending Student
Yep.
is an uncommon, not a bad uncommon, but not, necessarily insane. And this was a card that originally was planned to be in the Jumpstart set as well as the collector boosters.
Yep.
But something happened. Not really sure. I don't think they've officially addressed it.
Nope.
But something happened to where it didn't actually make its way into the Jumpstart packs and was only in the collector boosters. And so you had this card that was an uncommon that was supposed to have a whole lot of supply in these Jumpstart packs, now not there and only rarely found in these collector booster packs. And it just caused the price to surge. I mean, this went from being a couple of cents all the way up to, at one point it was market price was close to 40 and now it's close to 30.
Yeah, the foil is around 40. The regular is about $30 right now.
Yeah, crazy. And it's, I mean, it's a cool card, but it's just, I don't know, another one of those things where is this really worth $30? No, this is not a $30 card, but
Yeah.
all the hoopla right now causing it to be 30. But kind of crazy. I mean, what a huge oversight to just not have an entire card missing from
Actually, I lied. It's not.
one whole.
So the original price was supposed to be in non-foil a certain price, but it's only in foil right now because they never printed it non-foil. So it's the only version
Yeah.
available right now
It's
is
just
foil.
in the
and it's
collector.
$30. Yeah, crazy. I don't know, man.
So just another interesting example of like what's happening there. People, are you doing okay?
That's
you
one of
okay,
those.
Hasbro?
I need a Ristic Studies YouTube page documentary about how that actually happened and why that specific card. That's a rabbit hole I want to go down. I want to see how that happened.
Right. Is it just because like the intern forgot to drag the picture in the right box, or like what?
So I actually ordered a couple. It's like a jump start. They call it like a build and play because you're supposed to be able to combine like 2 packs to make a deck. So I ordered one of those just to see what I could get because I'm hoping I can get one of those chase rare cards that are only in Jumpstart. So we'll see what I get.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come in a
Hey man, maybe
few days.
maybe you'll get a Toph Earthbending Master. That's
Be
one of the
amazing.
Jumpstart ones.
That's
That'd
what
be
I would
crazy.
want for sure. Well, I ordered it from Box Lunch because actually I didn't end up ordering enough to get you get a promo card if you spend like $50 or more through Box Lunch right now that you can only get through Box Lunch. And I think it's like, I forget actually, let me look it up. I want to know what it is. But anyway, they have some really cool Magic apparel right now that's Avatar themed. So I got a Appa t-shirt that's got this sick Magic logo on the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I really wanted the zip up hoodie, but it's expensive, so I didn't do it. But the zip up hoodie is the best thing Magic apparel related that I've seen ever, probably. Let's see. The Box Lunch promo card.
I think I'm just now on like episode 2 or 3 of season 3. I'm working my way through. It's been, oh my God, it's been so much fun. Like, especially having experienced Avatar through the cards first of the pre-release,
Yeah.
and then going back and watching the show and being like, oh, this is talking about that scene and that, and I don't know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, we just watched another episode tonight with the kids. It's so good. So it's a Iroh Grand Lotus. It's Teamer colors, Firebending 2, Human Noble Ally, 3 generic, and then the 3 Teamer colors. During your turn, each non-lesson instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. The flashback cost is equal to that card's mana cost. During your turn, each lesson card in your graveyard has flashback 1. It's a 5/5. So I think this card was actually printed, but this version of the card this art, and I'll throw it up on the screen for all y'all, is really cool, and it's only available through Box Lunch. And it was only if you spent $50 or more on qualifying Avatar Magic the Gathering products, and it was only on 11/21. So you only had one day to be able to do it. And apparently, people were selling the card for $70 right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's kind of a bummer. You
Well, you can
can,
go buy a normal one for 44 cents.
yeah, exactly. Because it's not that great of a card, to be honest, but the art is pretty rad. So if you're into that sort of thing, I know I am, sort of.
I do like the all the synergies with lessons in this set. I think it's kind of setting the stage very nicely for what's to come with Strixhaven. I'm pretty excited.
Lessons and allies. I love that both of those are getting love. I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to build an ally deck. I did pull a couple actually of the Kataras. I got one of the alternate art ones, and I don't know. I don't need. I already have 12 decks. I don't want to build another deck right now, especially because I'm planning to build at least 2 right now in the near future, and then God knows how many I'm going to try to build when Marvel comes out.
Yeah. Although I will say, part of me has been thinking like the Aang Master of Elements, that would be a cool 5-color ally
Would be. Yeah, it would be.
tribal. Just all avatar cards.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. Katara's kind of neat. The fact that you can buff all your stuff and you're trying to make weenies and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but I think Avatar's a great set. I think it's going to continue to see a lot of play everywhere. A lot of the cards will. Can't believe WotC again had another blunder. A classic WotC blunder. But we are
Also, just can't believe people are paying $40 for that card. Like, what the man? No, it's not. It's not worth $40.
no, it's not. Scarcity. It's all markets are always about scarcity, supply and
True.
demand.
It's that economics, son.
101, baby. You don't even need macro or micro to understand that. Just have a generic understanding of basic economics.
Idiots.
Idiots.
God.
So
Speaking of white weenies.
yeah, speaking of white weenies and idiots, we're
And idiots.
we're on to our recurring segment, which is I guess I would call it a mini series, and that's Harambe's hot hits. We did first week we did green, which was Will's favorite color. Last week we did blue, which is my favorite color, and now we're doing a color that we both think is actually really good, and both have made the argument for maybe potentially the best overall color in Commander, and that's white. White, baby, or cream cheese if you're you and Farron.
Yeah. There you go.
So I don't know. I think since this is neither of our colors, I think we should start out doing one card a piece instead of with the back to back or whatever. But there's 3 cards that we want to mention up front that, I mean, if you go to EDHRC, I'm sorry, EDHREC, and look at the top played cards, 2 of these are in at least half of all decks that run white. And that's Swords to Plowshares and Path to Exile. 1 mana exile cards. Y'all know what they are. Single removal. Beautiful cards. Gotta run them. Every white deck has to run these. There's no question about it. I don't care what your theme is. You gotta run these cards. There's literally 0 reason not to run these. And a third one that I think also belongs in that category because of resetting the game, and actually surprisingly not included in nearly as many decks. Maybe, I don't know why. Maybe it's the cost and the double white that hurt it there, but 13% inclusion rates in all decks, and that's Farewell. Easily the best board wipe in the game. You can just board wipe everything except lands. And yeah, you can choose one or more, one or all. Busted card. All three of those cards are busted and should be included in all white decks, to be honest. I run, let's see, how many of my decks include white? Let's look. It's more, I think it's like half. Let's see.
Interestingly, the price has gone down some too.
Yeah, farewell. Yeah, it's down to like $5.
Yeah.
I don't know how. It's not like it's gotten reprinted. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Market
5,
price of
6.
$335. Not bad.
Maybe white's my favorite color. 9 of my 12 decks have white in them. Yeah.
Dang.
So
You're a
I
closet
run.
white player this
Yeah,
whole time, running
apparently.
as the blue player.
Apparently. Well, white just pairs so well with blue, so that's really
Yeah.
why. But I run all three of these in all those decks. So no
Yeah.
reason not to.
Yeah, Farewell is so good. Especially, I mean, white, I think for sure has the best board wipes. And now that it's only $3, I remember when I got mine, it was closer to like 8 or 9. And that for me was like a oof kind of purchase. Like
Yeah.
that's a oof once in a while. But $3, hey, I'll do that for Farewell.
Maybe
That's a
it's
good
just
deal.
because there's more board wipe options, so people don't feel as like limited to running it. But it's the most powerful, and like I said, it's not been reprinted to my knowledge, so I don't understand why the price is going down. But good.
It looks like they did in Final Fantasy Commander. I didn't realize that.
Interesting. But again, that's kind
Yeah,
of niche. I mean, not
still,
everyone bought those
yeah,
decks, so.
not a whole lot of supply.
And then it bears
Hey, I'll
repeating.
take it.
It bears, there's three other cards that I think you would run in every commander deck if you have the funds. They are all three game changers. And that's Smothering Tithe, Teferi's Protection, and Enlightened Tutor. All three are incredible cards, give you everything you want in those colors, but they are game changers. So caution to that if you're trying to make your deck a bracket 2 or 3. And also, they're
Yeah,
expensive. I mean, the cheapest out of the aforementioned was Enlightened Tutor at $40 or 30. I'm sorry, $30. Teferi's Protection is 45, and Smothering Tithe is a 36. So you're not getting by cheap with those.
no. And Smothering Tithe and Teferi's Protection also come with a big salt factor, so
Yeah.
just be prepared.
Yep. For sure. Tithe. I do have one copy of Tithe. I
And I
didn't.
blast that thing every chance I get.
It's a kill on sight. It's a kill on sight, which I would argue makes it a valuable card because you're making your opponents use removal on it.
True. Absorbing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Various
Well, and in a
protection.
deck like yours with artifact synergies with Brea, if
Yeah.
you do get your artifacts, then it's just
Gets out of
yeah,
hand. Yeah.
for
Various
sure.
protection. I don't have a copy of. I do have one copy of Enlightened Tutor thanks to that Avatar bundle. So that's what I have out of the 3. But again, one copy of
Yeah.
those 2. I mean, they're expensive. So.
There
But
is one that I like that's kind of a nice alternative to Fairy's Protection that I haven't gotten for Omnith yet, but I kind of want to. It's called Everybody Lives from the Doctor Who set. And it's instant for 1 and a white. All creatures gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turns. Players gain hexproof until end of turns. Players can't lose life this turn and can't lose the game or win the game.
nice.
Just a random chaos save me kind of situation.
But you save everyone in the process somehow. That's interesting card.
Yeah.
Well, I can start us out with one of
Anyway.
mine, since apparently
Yeah.
I'm a closet white player. And this
I always knew it.
this notably is also a high salt factor card and probably a kill on sight card, but worth it for the 1 mana. And that is Authority of the Consoles. It is a 1 white enchantment. Creatures your opponents control enter tapped. When a creature an opponent controls enters, you gain 1 life. I can't tell you how many times. I mean, I run this in a couple of decks. I can't tell you how many times this card has saved my butt from haste creatures or just gaining me the life whenever multiple creatures enter the battlefield. Like Chatterfang or something like that, getting all those life gains, man, it adds up quick. And slowing down the game to where your opponents can't attack you right away with haste creatures, more valuable than you think for 1 mana in Commander. You never pull this card and you're like, wow, I don't want to play this. I feel like you always want to play this at any point in the game because it could save you at any point. It really just could. And like I talked about, like you talked about too, absorbing removal. Okay, yeah, great. Take out this 1 mana thing that just gains me a little life.
Right.
Saves my other stuff. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, and especially in like a white deck like you have where you have a lot of flyers, it's like even if I do want to play a creature that can maybe reach, it's going out tapped. So I'm
Tap.
still going to get hit next turn anyway. So yeah, very strong
Yep.
for 1 mana. Great investment.
Yeah, I mean
Nice. Love
the
that
market
choice.
price for that is like $7. You can well actually I'm sorry. There's cheaper versions than that. You can get one from Final Fantasy Commander for like $3. Yeah, maybe you don't like the art from that, but that seems worth it.
Yeah,
$4 is
not
what looks
bad.
like about an average price. Definitely worth $4. Buy a playset. It's one of those cards that if it doesn't get reprinted, it'll go up in price because it's such a good card. So yeah, love this card. Put it in all your white decks. No reason not to.
Harambe approved.
Yes, sir.
That crack. All right, I'll go with my first one. So I wanted to stick kind of on theme with when we were going through green, I talked about heroic intervention, and I love protection spells. I love a good protection spell. So this is another just great protection spell that maybe you haven't heard about from Bloomburrow called Dawn's Truce. It is 1 and a white for an instant, so you can gift a card, which means that if the spell resolves, you can have one of your opponents draw a card. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. If the gift was promised, permanents you control also gain indestructible until end of turn. So really kind of if you gift the card, pretty much the same as a heroic intervention, except you also have hexproof, which can be nice in some situations. But just another great protection spell. And even if you don't want to gift a card, you just want to stop something from getting Swords to Plowshared, you can just pay 2 mana and give all your permanents and you hexproof till end of turn. It's super useful.
Kind of a baby to
Very
fairies protection.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Like a white heroic intervention, babies to fairies protection for sure.
It's like
Pretty useful though.
around $7 right now. So not, too expensive for the value of it, I would say. Great card,
Yeah,
man.
it's like a heroic intervention, right? Where you're gonna have to pay like the $10 basically to get it, which is kind of a because it's not gonna necessarily win you a game. I mean, it could maybe in some situations help win,
Yeah.
but it's not like one of those cards where it's like, oh, I've got this, so now I'm gonna win turn 5 or something. Like it's not one of those cards, but it is one of those cards that you're always gonna be like, oh, thank God I've got this, because now I
In
don't
your
have to
back
worry
pocket,
about
man.
whatever.
So
Yeah,
so good to
yeah.
have in your back pocket. Yeah. It's included in 7.3% of all white decks. And let's see.
Disappointed.
Yeah, I think Authority of the Consoles is only in 6%. Authority of the Consoles is only in 6% of white decks. What are people running? I
Wow.
don't understand.
Right. Just playing a bunch of Sarah Angels and nothing else.
Yeah. All right, I guess I'll go to my next card then. This one might spark some controversy because you could argue this doesn't belong in all decks, but I like the last line of this card a lot. And I think it's important to have this kind of card in your hand just in case you need to. And that is Ultima. So just printed in Final Fantasy. It's 5 mana, 3 generic, 2 white. It's a sorcery. Destroy all artifacts and creatures in the turn. So yeah, ending the turn I think can be super useful because it kind of forces your opponent. You can't do all this stuff at the end of turn. Stuff that happens at end step doesn't happen. That stuff could be really useful in the right deck. And there's a lot, this theme is like you include it in every deck. I think this is a really good board wipe in and of itself for 5 mana, especially because it gets rid of artifacts. You know how many artifacts people run? How much hate you'll get for playing this card because of all the rocks you're gonna destroy or whatever. Yeah, the Sensei's Divining Tops that are gonna catch. You're gonna catch all the Sensei Divining Top bodies with this thing.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's one of
Yeah.
the rare cards that say in the turn, like all the stuff falls off the stack, all that. I think that's a really cool ability. And really, this card's cheap right now. It's like 45 cents, which is kind of bonkers because this seems like a card that, again, is going to go up over time, that kind of has fallen off because of the hype has fallen off for Final Fantasy. But I think this card is going to be very useful in the long term for Commander and other formats.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of, white has at least a handful of options that are 6 mana that can destroy, creatures or artifacts, or maybe like a couple of other options. So this is kind of cool that it's 1 mana cheaper. You're destroying your artifact or all artifacts and creatures, but then, like you said, that ending the turn where any death triggers
Yep.
or end of step, like none of that's going to happen, which going against certain decks might be really debilitating.
Well,
If
we
you're
had,
playing an aristocrat
I
deck
was going to
that cares
say,
about everything dying, like,
we played our
yeah,
Aristocrats game last night where all three of us were creating a ton of tokens. And imagine if someone would have played this, it would have like wrecked us, but all three.
yeah, yeah, it would have been like, all right, well, I guess we just lose everything and
Yep.
nothing happens.
Yep.
So super cool card. Nice. Yeah, my second card was also in the vein of removal. And this is one that I've mentioned before, I think maybe in one of our first or second episodes when we were just talking about valuable, like cheap removal cards. And that's Generous Gift. So 2 and a white for an instant, destroy target permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 green elephant creature token. I love this card. It's come in handy so often in so many different ways, from destroying creatures. I mean, that's an obvious one, but planeswalkers, even lands,
Yeah.
going against poison decks that have Karn's Bastion and are proliferating and be like, no, we're done with this bull.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so useful. And I could see this being one of those things, we've been talking about power creep. A 3 mana instant is expensive, so in time this might get power crept on some, but at least for now, I love it every time I get this card. It's always useful. You're
Yeah.
always going to find something to blow up.
Yeah. I run this in nearly all my decks as well. Um, like you said, being able to destroy anything, I mean, most of them say, non-land permanent. Like Stroke of Midnight's one that I include in a lot of my decks, and it's destroyed target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 white human creature token. Same cost, everything else is the same, but I mean, like you said, how useful has that card been for you in the past for just being able to destroy like a man land or some land that's proliferating, or very very good
Yeah,
card, very useful. It is the third most included card in all of Commander, according to EDH Rec, and yeah, it's in 23% of decks, so very good card.
makes sense. Yeah, it's always valuable.
Target
That's one of
permanent.
those that you just,
One of the very few cards that just
yeah,
says target permanent, especially in white.
target permanent.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Take your elephant. It's fine. I'm okay with that trade.
Fair trade, fair trade. I just want to
Yeah.
see if Ultima is where it's at included in decks. I'm gonna assume it's not in a lot. Okay, it's not even on the page of included. That can't be right. Hold on, let me scroll down. Let me search again now that I refresh the page. Nope, it's not included in enough decks to make the list. So maybe consider it. If you haven't considered it, I mean, like Will said, ending the turn, that kills a lot of decks, kills a lot of strategies.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah,
you might catch your opponents off guard with that one. Just saying.
for sure.
Yeah, but that's been the Harambe's hot hits. He approves of all of those. They're very incredible cards. The crowd goes wild. Rest in peace, Sweet Prince. Next week I reckon will be
Oh man,
red, which we both hate.
red.
So play 4 lightning bolts. That's what it is. That's what we're gonna say.
There we go. Yeah. Well, at least I got a week. I got a week to think. Maybe we'll throw
Dude,
two
it's
together.
gonna
And
take me all week. It really is.
uh,
But yeah, definitely consider all those if you haven't already. I mean, like I said, like we both said, they're just so useful in so many scenarios, and I'm sure
yeah.
most of you considered before,
I mean,
but maybe you haven't.
especially the Swords to Plowshare, Path to Exile, even Farewell. Now that it's $3,
Just buy
yeah,
them and include
that's
them.
a
Just do it.
yeah,
Even if you just have them in your binder and you make a deck one of these days coming up soon, that'll be a card you're probably going to auto include. So,
yeah.
well, on to our next segment, which is Harambe's Market Watch. So we have
Need
some
to think of a new like
cards.
sound clip to differentiate the market watch. Well, I
Yeah.
guess we have our stock market bell ring.
Yeah,
We
the
got that.
Tinker, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked, we're kind of watching the same cards as last week because they're just so relevant and cards we want. But there's a couple of cards we added to the list from Avatar. Do you want to start with those and end with the ones that we've been watching?
Yeah. So kind of the new one that really caught my eye was Longshot Rebel Bowman. And this is a really cool uncommon, kind of one of those like rare or mythic uncommons where it's
Mm-hmm.
just incredibly useful. It's 3 and a red for a creature that's a 3/3 with reach. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Longshot deals 2 damage to each opponent. So I for sure I picked up a copy of this that's going in Vivi. There's a lot of non-creature spell synergy decks that are really going to want this. But this one was kind of interesting because it spiked up just very quickly out of nowhere. I mean, I had not ever seen this card, just being posted about, talked about until last week, when out of nowhere it just kind of started spreading across social media of like, oh my gosh, this uncommon is insane, check out this uncommon. And I was just watching the price kind of go up and up and up. And yeah, kind of crazy. It was the foil version went from being like 50 cents in a couple of days to being over $20.
It's like 14
It's
right
now,
now. Yeah.
yeah, come down a little bit. Even the non-foil market price right now is 728.
It
Median's
it
891.
sold at one
So it's
point for
starting to,
67 cents and now for the non-foil,
yeah,
and now it's spiked up to like $10, and it's medium it's around $7 right now.
it's
Man.
crazy. It's like a
It's an
really
incredible
crazy,
card though.
it's a good card. It's a really good card, but it's got me kind of like thinking lately. I'm going to throw my tinfoil hat on here a
Here
little
we
bit.
go. Here we go.
Maybe not necessarily, but like I've just noticed in recent sets that there's been cards every now and then that pop up, and it's like you'll see this like wildfire spread across social media of all of these influencers saying this card in this new set is insane, no one's been seeing this card. And you see these surges in prices that are just insane for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then it dies down after a while.
Yeah.
And this is just like another one of those instances where I feel like this card, like it's a very good card, but is it, $10, $20? Like I don't, it's an uncommon. So you got to think there's going to be a lot of them. I don't know if it's really a $10 uncommon. Maybe it
I
is,
mean,
but I feel like a lot
unfortunately,
of the price is just the
yeah.
hype around it and people being like, ooh, people want this now. Okay, well let's charge us a little bit more money. And
I was just gonna.
I'm not saying nothing, but if you look at the sales, leading up to it all, I mean, it went from selling like under 50 a day to all of a sudden 200, 300 being sold, and then the price goes like crazy high. So some
Yeah,
people are making, I'm not saying, I'm just
the number of cards
just
sold does
guy.
seem a little suspicious. I will give you that for sure. Out of nowhere, but yeah, I think this card's really good. I think
Yeah.
part of the reason it's the price that it is also because it's only in either Jumpstart or collector boosters. So I don't know. We'll see how. I think you're
True.
right though. I think it's gonna die off in price after a while for sure. Man, but
Yeah, it's just interesting though how that can happen, how you can just kind of
mm-hmm.
have like this momentum build up of just hype building. Like it is a great card, but I ended up paying 9 for it, so we can do like a little live experiment and see how Will's investment did each week.
Nice. I love
How
that.
was Will's investment? Yeah. Currently I'm losing money, but
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
yeah.
I actually would not mind putting this in Gwyn. I think I'm gonna retool Gwyn just a smidge, make him not necessarily more controlly, just more calculated, if that makes sense. Instead of vomiting out a bunch of cards from exile, I want to choose when I'm gonna vomit those cards out from exile and have like an explosive turn to win or something like that with Gwyn, stat counters on her, instead of just like, oh, I'm gonna play a bunch of stuff from exile. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So stuff like this would
Well,
actually
you
help.
definitely yeah, and you gotta definitely check out some firebending options because I bet there's gonna be some
Just
really helpful.
put a Sozin's Comet in Gwyn just
Ooh,
tonight. Yep.
nice.
Yeah, that's yeah, if I could get that and Electro out in the same turn, watch out.
My man's got mana.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that's a good call. The other one, which I hope I pull from my jumpstart packs, is Toph Earthbending Master. We've talked about how great this card was in the past, but man, seeing the prices spike on this is just getting out of hand at this
Yeah.
point. I mean, a normal
What is it right
printing of
now?
this card
Market.
is $50 for 50, like
Oof.
54, 59. That's where it's averaging out for a non-foil version. A foil version is almost $100.
Crazy.
Again, only a jumpstart card, but just to remind you what Toph is, this particular one, Earthbending Master. God, please, Magic Gods, Harambe, please let me pull this from my jumpstart pack, please.
Let him pull 2 so he can sell one to me.
Wouldn't that be something? Toph Earthbending Master, 3 generic and a green. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, you get an experience counter. Whenever you attack, Earthbend X, where X is the number of experience counters you have. It's a 2/4. Okay. Oh
Yeah.
god, this card, you could build a commander
Dude,
around her easy peasy.
yeah.
Imagine just
Earthbending
putting
is so
this.
strong.
Imagine just putting this in Tifa too.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I want it for is Tifa. It would be insane. With all the land fetches I have, I would have like 30 experience counters by turn 10.
Plus Earthbending X. Oh my gosh, that would. Oh Lord, Lord
Yeah.
save us all.
It's so strong. So strong. And I've gotten to see, like, when I did the pre release with Michael and we kind of squared off with our pre release kits,
Yeah.
got to see a couple of earthbending cards. And I mean, I think it's the strongest mechanic that I've seen come out in I don't know how long. It's so powerful to go against.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no consequence. There's literally no consequence because if it dies, just comes back. You get a landfall trigger, you're all good. If it gets exiled, just comes back. There's no consequence. It's like it's a green like a mono green's wet dream of just like let me swing these lands and who cares what happens because they're coming back home.
Hey, you know what would cause it not to come back home? A Harambe hot hit, Ultima. Just saying.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You heard it now. Sell your toffs. Tank the price. It's no good.
Just have a card out there where you can play sorceries as flash, as their instance. Have a Teferi's time
There you
raveler on the field. That's all you need, baby.
That
uh,
is a good counter for it, though. But yeah, in most instances, though, I mean, this is just
yeah,
going to go off
yeah.
and it's going to be insane.
I have a problem with WotC how they're printing this stuff because they had the starter decks for Spider-Man, which there's a ton of really good cards in those Spider-Man decks that starter decks, and no one got their hands on them because stores just didn't get enough copies. And then instead of giving them away for free like they're supposed to, they ended up selling them to people for astronomical amounts. And it's really annoying. Like, I mean, you saw the Miles Morales one in the Costco bundle, which was great. So I did get my hands on one of those because of that. But man, there's so many cards like the Peter Parker Spider-Man that I would like to have in white. There's the Gwen Stacy one, and they're all like $30 a piece because you just can't get your hands on them. It's annoying. And you're seeing the same stuff with these
Yeah.
Jumpstart cards because they're not easy to get your hands on because with Jumpstart, you don't know which themed pack you're going to get. It's so random that, ah, man,
Yeah.
it's just they're creating all this artificial demand, and it's very frustrating.
1,000,000%. Yeah, I hope these prices in like a month or two can just keep chilling out. Especially for the next card that I've been keeping a close eye on. My man, The Walls of Bossing say, which I will one day. I don't even care about the basic art. I've just been following the extended art right now, and
Okay.
market price of 29.88. So we're getting close. We're getting close.
It's not
Basic
much
art is
different. Yes,
23.
I was gonna say it's not much different from the basic art. I haven't seen a lot of people pull this either. The mythics seem to be like really hard to pull in Avatar.
Yeah.
It's weird though because it pre-sold for around like $30 initially, and then it whenever the pre-release happened, it dropped down to like 16, 15, 16 bucks, and now it's climbing back up again around 23, which means people really aren't pulling them. Again, I think the mythics just kind of hard to hit. Mythics be mythicking again.
Yeah. And it's just a shame because there's actually like mythics that we all really want.
That's the way it
Just
be.
not enough of them. Yeah.
This false demand. WotC's kings at that. So yeah, I want a copy of this too. I think I really want this for Brea for obvious reasons. So, but I still want to see that wall tribal, baby. Colorless wall tribal. Let's see it.
Let's go. It's got to happen.
That's a deck Sam would build and somehow make it amazing.
Right.
How many? I wonder how many colorless walls there actually are. There can't be that many. This is where I need Chat GPT to be honest. Ooh, it looks like there are 27 colorless walls. So you could easily make a colorless wall tribal.
Okay. Yeah. They're probably horrible. Like
Some of them
most of
are
them are
real
probably
bad.
horrible.
Yes. I mean, just quick
Yeah.
glance. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Snow Fortress, 5 mana, 0/4, counts as wall. It's from Cold Snap or one of those. Pay 1, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Pay 1, it gets +1/+0 till end of turn. Pay 3, Snow Fortress deals 1 damage to target creature without flying that is attacking you. Oh, great. Shifting Wall counts as wall. X00. Shifting Wall comes into play with X11 counters on it. I love the old, instead of saying defender, it says counts as wall.
Yeah. How that was like a subtype. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, I guess you could just rely on like a Blightsteel Colossus and some big Eldrazi, like get like 5 like massive Eldrazi and then just a bunch of walls for
You're
defense.
only
I don't know.
allowed to run walls. It's wall tribal, baby.
if you can't do, man, how are you gonna win? What's the win con?
There's some where you can like,
Just make people miserable to the point that they quit.
yeah, Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. This is how you win. Defender, tap it. Wall of Forgetting Pharaohs deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Activate only if you control a desert or there's a desert in your graveyard. So just run a desert. Tap this every turn. Eventually, you'll kill. Play Unwinding
40
Clock.
turns later.
Play Unwinding
Oh,
Clock,
there you
where
go.
it untaps all your artifacts untap during each untap step. You get 4 pings
Yeah.
every time.
A little sting glinting dagger so you can untap it at the beginning of combat. So do it before combat, do it again after combat. Okay.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
we just have to consistently get this one wall that can ping. And
Are there any colorless tutors? I don't think so. Somebody do
we'll
it.
get this deck.
Maybe we need to
Yeah,
like
we'll get there.
combine. We need to make this deck together and then just like pick a
Like a
day. We'll just
collaboration.
trade it. We'll just trade it here and there. Like some days I get to use it, some days you get to use it.
There you go. Yeah, we need
so
to.
stupid, dude. That's our new pet project. We're gonna have a series talking about it once we complete it, and like every week we'll say what our progress is. That's the winner. That's what we're gonna do.
It's definitely going to have Super State in it for sure.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. There's a lot of good colorless cards you could put in it. And I do love artifacts. All right. And another one near and dear to me in Harambe's Market Watch, now that we've gone on that tangent. Wan Shi Tong Librarian. You just watched this episode, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
How great was it?
I am he who knows 10,000 things.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a creepy intro.
Yeah, it's a great episode, though.
Great episode. So good. Oh my god.
So odd how this pre-sold. It was like around $30. Turns out you probably should have bought it back then, because pre-release it spiked up to around 50. Release is staying around 50, and then it's kind of tapered off a little bit. It's down to like 44.75. Now for the really pretty borderless one, it's around, gosh, $77. Yeah. So, yeah, that sucks, because that's the one you would want, because it's really pretty. If you want a near mint foil hollow, it's only, $136 of that one. So no big deal.
And it's such a good card, but again, it's not, the price is not matching the actual value. Like if this wasn't Wan Shi Tong and it was the Great Owl and it was just some random magic card with no IP attached to it, like,
I don't know,
think this would be
man.
a 70.
The fact that it has flash, the fact that you draw cards when he enters, you get to draw cards when he enters. Whenever opponent searches their library, you put a 1/1 counter on it and draw a card. I mean, for Commander alone, this card is busted for blue. It would definitely be in Harambe's Hot Hits, the card you include every blue deck you play, because the card draw engine, the flash, the flying in vigilance. There's nothing to not like about this.
I guess Ragavan was like a $70 card for a while when that was like really popular.
Yeah.
So I guess, maybe this is going to just be one of those that'll just be in that 50 plus range. Kind of like I think Toph will honestly stay 50 plus for a little while too.
And again, I think part of it's because of the scarcity. People aren't opening this. I don't see anybody like, I forget who. I saw somebody open several collector booster boxes, like 4. They didn't hit a single Wan Shi Tong, not even a base version. That's brutal, brother. That's a brutal hit rate. Great card.
Such a good card.
I think so. Let's go through them one by one and say like if people should buy now or hold or wait or sell them if you got them. So let's just start with Vivi. Oh, we didn't even talk about Vivi yet. We haven't talked about Vivi yet. We need to talk about Vivi. That's our last one. Forgot about that. I'm glad I mentioned it. Uh,
Slight increase from last week.
odd. Odd that it's going up. Maybe it's going up because the ban happened. People bought them. They sold them for cheap. People are buying them, and now they're like, I got it. Don't you want it for Commander?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Because we're sitting at like $35-ish right now. Uh, well, no, I'm sorry, 25-ish, 25 to 28 range, somewhere around there for Vivi. Which last week it was like 22, 23, something like that. So it's gone up a couple dollars. 29 is what I'm seeing the mean price for right now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a good card.
Yeah, it's a credible card. I definitely want one for Gwen. Definitely, if you're running, is it run it? No reason not to. Right now, I think we're in hold pattern though with this one. Don't. I think probably sell it if you got it, because I think we'll see it go down a little bit as time goes on. Just keep it if you want one, obviously. But if you're specifically like looking to buy one right now, I still think give it till after the holiday season. I think it'll go down in price a little bit. I think you could. This seems like a card that's going to be around $20 in the long term.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
You want to do, I don't know. I mean, I think, yeah, 25 to 30. I
I'm
would
saying,
say, I mean, if you really want to make a VV deck, maybe now it's not a horrible time. You might lose a few dollars,
yeah,
but
no, it's not a bad price to
yeah,
buy it at. I think though, if you see it around 20, buy it. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't stay down there forever in that
I
range.
guess that's
But
true though, because they have that printing coming up sometime soon in
I,
December too. So
yeah, I think it might go
might
down a
want to
little
wait
bit
till
more.
like the new year and just see once there's more supply.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go back through them though. I guess we'll go in order of when we talked about them. So let's talk about Toph.
Long shot.
Or no, Longshot was first. Okay, so Longshot, I say
Yeah,
buy $7. I think you could buy that card for $7 and be happy about it. I don't think you're gonna lose too much of your butt on that one.
I agree. Yep. Good time to buy.
Yeah, Toph, bad time to buy. Sell it if you got it. I don't know if it's gonna go down though that much. Like we talked about, that might stay in the $50 range forever. So if you just want a copy, I guess go for it. But I might wait a little bit, see if the hype wears off. Try to buy it when it's around 30 if you can. Very expensive card.
Yeah. Walls
And
of Bossing say kind of same. I mean, I don't think it's worth 25 right now. I don't know. I would let that go down a little bit
let the
more.
hype
Sell it if you
die.
don't want it.
That seems like a 10 to
If you're not
$15 card.
passionate about the colorless wall tribal, if you're not passionate about it, let it go so that the people that are passionate can swoop in for a reasonable price.
Like DC and Will. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to give us one, on the low for 10, I'm okay with that.
Send us all your walls. I'll give you an address. If you're about it, send them.
Okay, like a drop box that's just going to be overflowing with like
This
envelopes of walls.
dumb
It's just
colorless walls. Oh man, that'd be a great wallpaper for your house. If you just had a bunch of colorless walls,
a wall,
a wall
a
of walls.
wallpaper of walls.
Yes. When I do my basement, I want to have a wall of walls. That's gonna happen.
That'll be our studio when we have a studio
Yes,
one day. It'll just
brother.
be the wall of walls in the background.
Big brain,
Yes.
galaxy brain.
There we go. Yeah.
And then we have Wan Shitong, which we've talked about ad nauseum. Again, probably going to stay in the $50 range because it's such a good card. So hopefully wait until after the holidays and see it drop a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. If you see that for around 40, I think it's safe to pick it up around 40, to be honest, because I don't think it's going to dip ever below that. At least not much.
Yeah.
Great
I don't
card.
know if I'll be comfortable buying it at 40, but if it gets to 30, same thing like with Toph. If Toph ever got to 30, I might do that. I wouldn't be happy with myself, but
I would buy both of those at
yeah.
30. Yeah, I'd be happy. I mean, I'd be happy to buy them, but as you said, not happy with myself. I would have buyer's remorse big time, but
Yeah.
but when it
But then
came
the
in the
first time
mail,
you get to play it,
yeah,
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 you get it sleeved up, then it's like, all right,
all bets are
what's up?
off. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Dang, dude, we've had a long episode. This is our longest episode we've ever recorded. I wanted to mention something else just real quick though, and we are supposed to get Marvel spoilers, I think, next week for the was it June, July, something like that. The Marvel set. So that's coming on the horizon. Way too early spoilers, but you know, Watsy, they gotta be hyping everything up. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else for our longest episode, our 70-minute episode. Do you have anything else?
Oof.
Yeah.
No. The Harambe Horizon, though, I like that. What's next? Harambe's Horizon.
It
There
reminds
we
me of
go.
Red Letter Media. What are next? What are next? I love
Yeah.
them. They're so funny. Yeah, Harambe
Well, anyway,
Horizon.
yeah, bye. Bye.
Bye.